Stand today at the top of a skyscraper in New York City, and you are standing above an island that, 4 centuries ago, was covered in dense forests and home to native peoples. Walk along Wall Street, and you are stepping where Dutch settlers once built a wooden wall for protection. Look at the Statue of Liberty, and you see the symbol of millions of dreams that crossed the ocean in search of a new life. Today, we're going to explore the history of New York City. You're not just going to listen, you're going to travel through time. Using artificial intelligence in the most powerful way possible, we'll recreate the moments that shaped one of the most influential cities on the planet, from the forests of Manahatta to the skyscrapers that dominate the skyline today. So before we begin this journey, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, because this journey starts now. New York is not just a city. It is a force before the skyscrapers, before the lights of Times Square. Before it was even called New York, this land belonged to the Lenape people. They fished in its rivers, hunted in its forests, and called the island Manahatta, the land of many hills. In 1609, a European ship sailed into its natural harbor. The English explorer Henry Hudson, sailing for the Dutch East India Company, was searching for a route to Asia. He did not find the passage he was looking for, but he found something that would change history forever. One of the finest natural harbors in the world. The Dutch moved quickly. In 1624, they founded a small trading settlement at the southern tip of the island. They called it New Amsterdam. They negotiated the purchase of Manhattan from the Lenape, a transaction later mythologized as being worth $24, though the reality was far more complex. New Amsterdam grew into a vibrant and diverse trading post. Merchants spoke multiple languages. Ships arrived carrying furs, sugar, and goods from across the Atlantic. But from its earliest years, the city was also shaped by a harsh truth. Slavery was part of its foundation. In 1664, English warships entered the harbor. The Dutch surrendered without major resistance. The flag changed. New Amsterdam became New York, named after the Duke of York. The city was now English, and soon it would become American. In the 18th century, New York expanded in wealth and influence. It became one of the most important commercial centers in the British colonies. But tensions were rising: taxes, imperial control, resentment. When the American Revolution erupted, New York became a central battleground. In 1776, George Washington attempted to defend the city and failed. The British occupied New York for years. Fires destroyed large sections of the city. Spies operated in the shadows. Soldiers marched through its streets. When the war ended, New York emerged scarred but alive. For a brief moment, it became the first capital of the United States. In 1789, George Washington was inaugurated as president at Federal Hall. But that was only the beginning. The 19th century transformed New York beyond recognition. The opening of the Erie Canal connected the city's harbor to the American interior. Suddenly, New York became the gateway to national trade. Wealth flowed into Manhattan. Banks, financial markets, industries, money began shaping the skyline. Then came the great waves of immigration. Millions arrived from Ireland, Germany, Italy, Eastern Europe, and later from Asia, the Caribbean, and Latin America. In 1886, the Statue of Liberty rose in the harbor as a beacon of hope. For many immigrants, it was the first sight of their new world. But opportunity came at a cost. Overcrowded tenements, child labor, dangerous factories, extreme inequality. While industrial magnates like Rockefeller and Carnegie built enormous fortunes, workers struggled in harsh conditions. Still, the city kept rising. The Brooklyn Bridge connected boroughs once separated by water. In 1898, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, and Staten Island officially united to form modern New York City. The 20th century arrived at full speed. New York became the financial capital of the world. Wall Street influenced global markets. Broadway lit up the night. Harlem became the heart of a powerful cultural renaissance. Jazz, literature, art, creativity thrived, but tragedy followed. In 1929, the stock market crash plunged the nation into the Great Depression. Thousands lost everything. Yet, even during crisis, the Empire State Building rose into the sky, a symbol of defiance against despair. World War II strengthened New York's global role. After the war, it solidified its status as an international capital, home to the United Nations, center of media, fashion, finance, and culture. Then came September 11th, 2001. The world stopped as the Twin Towers fell. The financial heart of the city was struck. Thousands lost their lives. Smoke covered Manhattan. Silence replaced the usual roar of the streets. But New York did what it has always done. It endured, it rebuilt, it reinvented itself. Today, New York is home to more than 8 million people, a mosaic of languages, cultures, faiths, and ambitions. A place where the impossible sometimes feels possible. From a native island to a global financial capital, from a Dutch trading post to a symbol of ambition recognized worldwide. New York is not just a location on a map. It is a living organism, a stage where dreams are born and broken, a city that has faced war, fire, economic collapse, and terrorism, and remained standing. History has tried many times to bring it down, and it has failed. Because New York does not simply survive, it redefines what survival means.